What's up, guys? It's B Wade. I have 5 NBA props that I'm going to give you all for our slate on Sunday. This video is coming out a little bit late because I had to watch that Duke-Houston game. I cannot believe the way that ended. Houston went on a 9-0 run over the last 18 seconds to win that. Of course, we had Duke, but otherwise, we got back on track today. We hit one of our free slips to have a profitable day here on the free picks. Quentin Grimes and Gobert both went over. I think Grimes probably dropped like 25 points in the second half, so that was great. Looking at VIP, we hit another same game parlay, cashed out huge on that one. That was sweat free. Looking at the other game picks that we took, they didn't go as well, so we dropped to 9-9 over the last 3 days. We've broken even on those, but MLB props absolutely crushed it, guys. We went 8-1 on MLB props. We only missed 1 out of the 9 that I gave out. We cashed 3 different slips on MLB, so we are back in the green as far as today goes. And look, as I always tell you guys, there's 2 ways for you to get into VIP. First way, you use code NBA, you're going to get 80% off, and you're going to get all of my picks for the next week to tail. You're going to make that money back. The other way is you sign up on one of the apps I tell you about in this video, or if you already have them or maybe they're not legal in your area, there's about 4 or 5 other apps down below in the description. Sign up on any of those, use my code, and then deposit $5, $10. Take a screenshot, send it to me on Instagram, and I will hook you up with that free week of VIP, guys. But at the end of the day, I want to help you win. That is the point of this channel. So whether you're just tailing the free picks, whether you're getting a VIP and tailing everything, let's hit these bookies for the money. And then I'm giving away a signed Paolo Banchero jersey on this channel. I do a giveaway every month, so I'll tell you more about that later in the video. But let's start getting into these picks. So I'm starting with Tyrese Haliburton. This dude has been a monster at dropping dimes. You look at the last 17 games, and he's hit double digits in all but 2 of them. Now, he's covered this line of 10.5 assists in all but 6 of them. And when we look head-to-head, he dropped 15 assists against the Nuggets just about a month and a half ago. And he had 32 potentials. Yo, that is insane. Like, that's got to be his high on the season. 32% potential assists is, that is a crazy statistic. The Nuggets give up, the 3rd most assists in the NBA. They are a point guard's dream to play against, and I love Tyrese Haliburton to go over 10.5 assists in this matchup. Now, I am pairing that up with Kobe White. Kobe White's just on a tear right now. When we look at it, let's bring it down so I don't have to actually count. Yeah, over the last 18 games, he's only missed this 3 times. Once was against OKC, the best defensive team in the NBA. Once was against the Rockets, who he hooked against, another one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. And then once against the Heat, which is a good defensive team. They're not great, but he went 0 for 8 from 3, and he still only missed by 3. Otherwise, he has continued to hit this line, y'all. This line is too low. We look head-to-head, and he's missed it all 3 games against the Hornets, which is probably why it's this low. But this was earlier in the season before he caught fire the way that he's playing right now. I love this this play. The Bulls are still playing hard. A lot of these teams are giving up or tanking or getting ready for the playoffs. The Bulls are still going hard every game, and I love Kobe White to hit at least 24 points in this game. And then we're taking Jamal Murray over 4.5 assists. He has been out for a little while. Hopefully he plays, guys, because I've had a few tickets voided each of the last few days because of voided players. But that's why I put this on the 3-man, so that even if it does void, we still have a valid 2-man slip. But look, he's hit this in 25 out of the last 29 games. 83% hit rate. This is just a pure numbers play. Like, he's hitting this at too crazy of a rate to not take it. When we look head-to-head, he had 6 assists against them just a month and a half ago in their last game. There is nothing in the data that tells me he won't hit this, so I am locking this in as our 3rd pick. You'll see that slip on the screen here. We're getting 4.7x for this on Underdog. I love Underdog. They put their lines up early. They have tons of different props to choose from, and they give us a bunch of different promos like profit boost, discounted picks, free picks, and they also give us injury protection, where if somebody gets injured, they don't play the second half, all that type of stuff. we end up getting a refund on the ticket. So guys, check out Underdog. They have one of the best sign-up bonuses where they will double your first deposit up to $1,000 when you use code BWADE. It's a great sign-up bonus. Take some of the money off of another app you use, whether it's PrizePicks or anything else, and throw it on Underdog. Use code BWADE and you instantly get free money. And then when you take a screenshot, send it to me on Instagram. I'll hook you up with that free week of VIP, and you will get all of my picks to tail for the next 7 days, guys, and you will make money with us. Looking at the signed Paolo Banchero jersey, y'all. This thing's fucking sick. It's the 6th autographed jersey I'm giving away. Already done. Ray Lewis, Jamar Chase, and 3 signed SGA jerseys. I love Paolo Banchero. He's one of my favorite players in the NBA, and so I wanted to pick this up to give it out to one of you guys for free as a way to say thank you. And all you have to do to be entered is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and drop a comment. That's it. At the end of every month, I do a raffle and give away a signed jersey to somebody. So make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Let's get into these next 2 picks. Jordan Poole over, and it's actually bumped to 16.5. Yo, he's hit this in 63% of his last 30 games. He's hit it in 7 out of his last 8. Consistently going over here. When we look head to head, he's hit it in every game against the Celtics. They are terrible at defending the pick and roll ball handler, which is how Jordan Poole scores the majority of his points. I don't know why they keep giving us such a low line on Jordan Poole. I am not a fan of him as a player, but I have continued to take him over the last week or 2, and he's kept cashing for me. So I'm going to keep riding it. All of the data, except for down here, this doesn't look great, but the fact that he's already hit it in 3 games head-to-head kind of overrides whatever is down here for me. So I am locking in Jordan Poole over 16.5 points, and then Christian Braun over 13.5 points. He's hit this in 5 straight games. He's hitting it in 70% of the last 30 games, guys. Like that's just too high. That tells us that the line is too low on this. And similar players are hitting their points line in 67% of the games against the Pacers. When we look head to head, he's played them once. He had 17 points in that matchup. He scores more than half of his points down in the restricted area, and that is the Pacers' worst defensive area on the court, right? They're ranked 23rd in the NBA for defending that area, the worst, and that's where he scores the majority of his points. So I love this pick, guys. That's going to be our second slip. Jordan Poole over 16.5, Christian Braun over 13.5. You guys will see that slip here. We're getting 3.1x for this on Sleeper. And guys, Sleeper is quickly becoming either my favorite or second favorite fantasy app. Them and Underdog are right up there. They put their lines up early. They have tons of props to pick from. And just like Underdog, you can toggle the lines up and down. Now, they give us probably more promos than anyone else. We get 7 to 10 promos every day. A couple profit boosts, a couple discounted picks. And then one of the best sign-up bonuses out there where when you use code BWADE, you deposit $5, they give you $55 in free bets, y'all. I don't know why you wouldn't do it. If you don't have Sleeper yet, literally pause this video, download it, throw $5 in, and you're going to have $60 to play with. Throw it all on this 2-man and turn it into 180 something. But yeah, guys, sign up on Sleeper, one of my favorite apps. They'll give you $55 free, and then take a screenshot, send it to me on Instagram. I'll hook you up with that free week of VIP. It is a win-win. I don't know why people wouldn't do it. There is no downside to having additional fantasy apps, right? It just gives you more promos you can pick from, more sign-up bonuses you can take advantage of, and more apps that you can shop on to make sure you're getting the best line for the picks you're putting in. They're all pros. And then look, make sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment for that signed Paolo jersey. And if you guys want to start increasing your bankroll and betting with real money, I'm talking in the thousands, check out playerprofit.com, right? There's a link down below in the description for it. I've been using it for a few months now. They have just opened it up to the public. It used to be only for professional bettors. But what you do is you pay to take on a challenge for a $5,000, $10,000, up to $100,000 bankroll. You pass that challenge, and they give you the actual money to bet with, and you get to keep 70% of the winnings. So if you pay and you have a $25,000 bankroll, you start making $2,000, $3,000 bets. When you win on a $3,000 bet, You get $3,000. You get to keep $2,100 of it. That's way easier than trying to hit 8-leg parlays that you keep taking to try and win, $1,500. So, guys, check it out, playerprofit.com, and when you use code BWADE, they will give you 10% off of whatever package you decide to try out. I love this tool. I made over $23,000 using it in March. I keep using it. When I put $5,000 bets down and I win, I get to keep 70% of it. That's $3,500 per win. So check it out, playerprofit.com. I appreciate y'all. Make sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment. Let's get it on Sunday, boys.